there, I'm Maria Claps, a women's health coach and functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. And this is the first video in the series, What's for Dinner? Because I know that's something we all struggle with, even me. Now, before we get into that, I want to share with you just very briefly what is a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. FDN, or functional diagnostic nutrition, is essentially a type of detective work that seeks to look for the underlying cause of disease or unwellness in the body instead of just treating symptoms. Now, let me explain to you a little bit of a scenario that I often see in my office. Someone will come to me after they've gone to their doctor because they don't feel well. They get a complete physical and blood work, and doc comes back and says they're fine, blood work checks out fine, and they're both relieved and frustrated. And they're relieved because they've been able to rule out anything serious, but they're frustrated because they're like, why don't I feel well if everything checks out? Now, it's at this point I'm able to run what's called functional lab work, which is really pretty different than the lab work that you get in most doctors' offices. And then we often use food and all natural healing protocols and the right type of supplements, and we engage in what's called a healing partnership, and I coach them. I don't treat or diagnose anyone, I just look for healing opportunities. Okay, back to what's for dinner. This is one of my favorite recipes, and it is called Mediterranean salmon. So I have these 4 beautiful wild salmon pieces. As you can see, they're about palm size. So probably about 4 ounces each, and I've already started putting some of the spice mixture on them. And you're going to take a teaspoon of cinnamon, of cumin, and of cardamom, and you're going to put that in a bowl, and then you're going to add to that a half a teaspoon of coriander and a half a teaspoon of cloves, and you're going to mix that all together. Now, that amount that I just told you is probably good for about 2 to 3 recipes of this salmon here. And you're going to sprinkle some salt on the salmon, and you can put fresh cracked pepper if you want. I'm not a fan of black pepper, but you can do that if you'd like. And then you're going to take this spice mixture, which, by the way, the combination of these spices is magic, and you're going to pat this on the salmon, and you're going to just, get a nice amount on there. And then what I'm going to do after the salmon is all salted and patted with this really amazing spice mixture is I'm going to take some coconut oil, this coconut oil is very neutral because it's expeller pressed, refined, it's from Tropical Traditions. I'm going to pour it in this beautiful cast iron pot here, and I'm going to heat this pot on the stove. So let's actually start to do that. And then what I'm going to do is pan fry the salmon. When that pot heats up, cast iron can take a good 5 minutes to heat up. I'm going to pan fry the salmon about 2 minutes on each side, and then I'm going to finish cooking it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Now, while that cooks in the oven, I'm going to make this delicious sauce that goes with it. I'm going to combine mayonnaise and lime juice and some avocado in the blender, and it creates this wonderful lime avocado crema. And then I'm going to sprinkle the salmon with some cilantro, and that is one amazing dinner right there. I'm going to give you the exact recipe in my next newsletter. If you're not on my newsletter yet, then go to Nourish and Flourish Health. That's my website. You want to page down to the bottom of the homepage and just pop in your name and your email and sign up for my newsletter. I only mail out about once a month. I know how busy we all are, and this awesome recipe is going to be in my next newsletter. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just comment on the video. I'd love to know what you think. Hope that was helpful. Bye-bye.